Well, what in tarnation did I do? I went and bought a tractor. I didn't think I'd ever own a Soundguard. I thought, when I bought my 7200, I thought, man, that is nice. I'm so glad I didn't buy a 4055 like I was looking at. This is such a nicer tractor. I'm never gonna own a Soundguard. I'm gonna go straight to the 7000 series. Well, if you all have looked at the prices lately, here's where my budget is. And the 7000 series is over there. I can't afford 7000 anymore. So, yeah, we went and got a 4430. This is an old one. It's 1973. It's got about 11,000 hours on it. It's had a bunch of work done. The guy I bought it from has owned it for a gazillion years. So he put overhauled the engine at one point. So it's got about 3,000 on the overhaul. It's got new air conditioner on it. Compressor's new, lines are new. New radiator. Was in the rear end, did some work back there, clutch. Something to do, they updated the something in the back end, 40 series, whatever that consists of. I don't know, I'm not familiar with that. What else? I don't know, there's probably some other things I'm not thinking of right now. But yeah, I've stretched it out in the back. I haven't done the front, you know, I'm on wide rows, so I had to adjust the back tread, which wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. You know, a 50-year-old tractor, I figured those wedges would be so tight and I'd never get them loose, but what I did is I soaked them with WD-40 for a couple days. You know, every time I come out to do chores, I'd, you know, load them up with WD and then leave. And then when I finally got them time to work on them, I ended up just loosening these three out here, running these push bolts in as tight as I could, and then I hit the axle with a hammer, big old hammer, and yeah, they pop loose, both sides. So got lucky on that. I got to do the front end yet. I haven't done that, but he's got these Dacon weights on them. You know, I suppose they work just as good as the John Deere, right? Some people have fits that they're not John Deere weights. That's almost like an international bracket up there, I think. Maybe not. Kind of looks like one, but Dacon front end weights. He had some on the back. Batteries are new. Last November, 2 new batteries. I put a load shaft in it down here. You guys own a John Deere 4020, 3020, any of those, 4440, any of these tractors, you know, down here this load shaft always leaks. So I put in shaft, seals, bushings, everything. So that's been replaced. And yeah, now on to the other thing. I got myself a sprayer too. This is a old Red Ball. $80-foot boom. You guys are gonna think I'm nuts, but I'm gonna cut it down. I'm gonna cut the booms off. I'm gonna make it 72 foot because 3 passes of the corn planter is 72 foot. So I'll be in the planter track. 80 foot doesn't match up with a 36-inch planter very well, so that's my intention with that. And my spray coupe, I'm going to sell that just because I don't do any custom work anymore, and I think that's too much sprayer to have sitting around here doing nothing all summer. And I thought, well, I can utilize a tractor when I'm not spraying better than a sprayer that I'm not using. You know, that thing just sits here and I can't use it, but you know, I go do my little bit that I have, and then that's it. So I'm really going backwards compared to my spray coupe. This is really a step back, but luckily when I started, I kind of started on old school technology, I guess, so I should be able to handle this just fine. But yeah, it's not going to be as convenient, but that's what we're doing. So I got a couple things wrong with it. There's some, like this thing is busted. I'm going to need some new nozzle bodies on here. Oh, can't even see it. He's got it farmer rigged a little bit. And there's some rust on the booms. And somebody asked me if there was accumulators on here, and there is not. This kind of makes the boom float for suspension. Gives it a nice smooth ride. Looks like one of them cylinders might leak a little bit, but nothing too terrible. I'll address that. So he's got a little bit of everything on here. He's got one here like this. He's got one here with a triple. I'm gonna cut off about 4 tips on this thing, 3 or 4, I don't remember. And we're gonna make it a 72 foot, and then it'll take 3 passes of the corn planter. You will never have a guess row. You know, right now I take 90 foot. But anyway, that's what we did. We went and did a little trading. Let's go for a drive, huh? Let's go drive this 4430 around. It's kind of a fun little tractor. He told me this is a combine seat. Seat out of a 6620. Tell you the quad range. There's actually some paperwork. What all was done to it. Let's see if I can read it. Overhaul engine, replace pistons, liners, mains, rods, and reseat valves. Recondition nozzles, replace camshaft, knurl guides, recondition oil pump, wash, repair, hydraulic oil leak, dyno break-in, replace shifter plates. Let's not drive in the mud if we don't have to. Adjust shifter linkage and then check the injectors. That was what else? Repair engine oil PSI going down, rear R&R engine, have new cam bushings installed, replace front and rear seals, 6 rocker arm hold downs, all push rods, all hold down bolts, change engine oil, filter, rebuild clutch, new shaft, collar, pilot bushing, stuff like that. That's what was done when it was overhauled. So yeah, here we go. This ain't no fun driving around here. Let's go on the road, huh? Let's get the wheels cleaned off. The interior isn't the greatest. Interior's held up with a few thumbtacks. Some pretty thumbtacks. I see, they look like sparkly or something. I don't know what they are, but yeah. Alright, that's enough, 10 minutes. There we go, a little road time for you. I need to adjust my mirrors a little bit, not used to. To get off my tires before we really fling it. When I was a kid, that was my goal, was to see how much mud I could get on the road. I don't know, get your foot, haul manure, get your tires all loaded up, drive out the lane real slow, hit the road, and hit road gear, and just make the road a mess. I don't know, I thought that was neat. I don't know what. Hey, yeah, here we go. So it was pretty cold the day we drove it home. It doesn't drive the best. So I think when I stretch out that front axle, I'm going to maybe set the toe in a little tighter. I used to disc with the neighbor's 4440 all the time, and I'd get so sick of that tractor. It wasn't a very comfortable tractor for me, and this probably isn't much different. But it was better than what I was used to. I was used to 4020s and crap, so. Anyway, here's the purchase. Yeah, I'm going backwards, but really I don't need anything more than that. I'm gonna miss the 7200, the power quad, where you can shift ranges on the go. You got a clutch, but I'm gonna miss that. All right, catch you later.